I need somebody with a good imagination. Who has a good imagination? Then try to play with your mind a little bit more. Besides you, sir.
Oh, sorry.
I know you have a great imagination. Sure. What is your name, sir?
Tucker.
What is it?
Tucker?
Tucker. Right this way. Give bigger round of applause. Tucker, stand right here to my right. Are you right-handed or left-handed?
Left.
Left-handed? I'm going to shake your hand with my right hand and have you stand to my left. Perfect. I just want every advantage I could possibly get. Tucker, when you look at this, what do you see?
What looks like a sealed pack of cards, but isn't.
They've been listening to you too much. No, it is actually a non-sealed deck of cards, but you just said you had a great imagination, and you just told me that this is a deck of cards. Try it one more time. What do you see right there?
What looks like a deck of cards.
See, the problem is reality is hitting you in the face. It's almost really hard to see this as anything other than what it is. Despite the fact that we haven't opened it, we haven't had a look at what's inside, you get the idea. So I'm going to have you, when I say get into the ready position, this is the position I'm talking about. With your right hand, like I said, I want every advantage I can get. You're going to act like you're about to pick it up, but don't do it yet. Just get in that position. With your right hand, like that. Perfect. And go ahead and lift it into the air and put it back down. That's easy, right? I want you to imagine in your brain that this is not a deck of cards. Feels like a deck of cards. Let's see. Imagine that's maybe a giant concrete brick. Maybe it weighs a ton, which means I'm secretly the Hulk, I guess. Thanks for that, but I don't really like that image on myself. And imagine in your head that that is a concrete brick. Good. Ready position. Lift it up. Put it back down. Okay. So the problem is you're letting the reality of the cards hit you in the face. Right? Because the reality of the situation is these still feel like cards. And in your mind, they look like cards. So I'm going to ask you to do something kind of difficult. Hopefully you can be successful with this. Close your eyes. Get in the ready position again. Don't lift yet. Really imagine and convince yourself that that is not a deck of cards. Convince yourself that that is a giant concrete brick that's impossible to lift up with one hand. And just like before, really try to lift those cards into the air. Really try. I mean, really try to lift those cards into the air. Don't lie to make me look good. I like how you popped the lid off. I thought that was amazing. No, that's perfect. Don't lie to make me look good. But could you lift the cards? No. I mean, really try. Try one more time. Keep your eyes shut. Really try to lift those cards in the air. Say, George, I can't lift the cards. Relax. Now you might think maybe I was just holding it down with my finger, right? Because your eyes are shut. I'm going to ask you to do something even more difficult. And that is, I'm going to allow you to look, but in your mind, you really have to look past the cards and see that concrete brick. Get in ready position again. Don't lift yet. Really convince yourself that that's what you see and that's what that is. And slowly, just try to lift it in the air just a little bit. I mean, really, and you're really trying, aren't you? What does that feel like?
It's not going anywhere.
Horribly happy. Yeah. Relax for a moment. Now, the reality of this is simple. I mean, it is just a deck of cards. And you're looking at it very skeptically, and I appreciate that. And you should. Stand here to my right for a moment. That's perfect. If you see the cards inside, you should be able to do this, right? You should be able to take them out about halfway and put them back in the box. In fact, just in the interest of fairness, check out the box. Just a box. We'll let you check out the cards in a second. This is all I'm going to ask you to do. If I can get the cards back in the box, that is. Why can't I get the cards back in the box? There we go. You're going to get in this position. Fingers underneath, thumb on top, both hands. You're going to slide the cards out about halfway. Slide them back in. That's all you need to do. Ready position with your left hand there. Good. Get your thumb. You can actually go in the box too. You're actually in the box, otherwise you're going to be fighting yourself. Slide them out about halfway. Good. Slide them back in. Easy. Because in your brain, these are still just cards. But if you're visualizing this as a solid block, what would you not be able to do?
Pull them out.
Good. Maybe try to pull them out a little bit. Just a little bit. Just maybe a little bit more. Say, George, I can't remove the cards.
They're not going anywhere.
They really aren't. Don't lie to make me look good.
No, they're...
I'll tell you what, I'll give you 50% control back. Maybe take out, oh, I don't know, half the cards. Take out half the cards. I can get it back. We can totally do that.
Maybe.
I know, it's hard, isn't it? Look at how much effort that's taking. This is really good imagination. Go ahead and do it. No, just the top half. You're good. Now, this is the hard part. Engage your imagination one more time. Imagine that as a solid block and try to remove the rest of the cards. I mean, really try. St. George, I still can't remove the cards.
There's a couple on top that are moving, but the rest of them are not.
You really can't, can you?
Yeah, no, they're not.
Good, relax for a second. What does that feel like to you?
It's weird, I don't know why they were sticking.
I'm going to give you full control back. Take the cards one more time. Really just see that as a deck of cards, 52 cards inside. Really take them out. Wow. Check them out. Explore your imagination. That is the power of a great imagination. Give me a big round of applause.